Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppy's mom, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yeah, now. Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Happy Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Happy. This is Happy Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at? Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source of trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying.
If you are not bipolar, I'm very jealous of you. Because I'm in a real bad mood today. Also, I might be in a bad mood because it's... Rise and shine.
What is that noise?
What's that face?
Happy Monday.
Good morning.
Everyone.
Mondays suck. Hey there, guys, ready to get wild and crazy?
I don't work Mondays.
I'm taking you off the air until further notice.
Okay, great. Have a good show.
Are we on the air?
It's go time.
And there also is this. We can't begin a show on a Monday without doing this.
Hey, guys. What's up, G? Wanna go to Chachi's? Some coffee? Oh, it's a little early. I gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna lose it.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the moon.
Oh, one more time.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the moon.
One more time.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the moon.
Oh, one more time. You know what I mean?
Here, I think I'm gonna lose it.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the moon.
Oh, yeah. This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you for the next hour to an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Call me, 856-49-HOPPE, and it's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me, Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. I went to Strange Cloudz of Largo this past weekend. The official sponsor is Strange Cloudz of Clearwater, and let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I went there for a 420 smoke. They had this really good joint rolling contest, and it was absolutely, positively the best. If you go to Strange Cloudz of Clearwater at 2222 Main Street, and that's in Clearwater, and you tell them I sent you, you'll save 20%. Also, this weekend for Easter, I felt so freaking left out. You know why I felt left out? I just don't believe in God, man. I have religious listeners that listen to that, but I just don't think it is real. So I feel left out where it was like my day yesterday was a 420. And all of my friends are like, oh yeah, I went to church this morning. I did my due diligence, whatever the word would be. I think that's the proper use of the word. I did my thing. I went to church, and I'm like, yeah, I slept until 11 a.m. like a piece of shit. 11:03 to be exact. I was like, all right, we got to get up at some point. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't believe in God. I have this one aunt, love my aunt, but she's trying to get me to be Catholic. I'm like, I'm not. I'm a disappointment to the family. I'm the black sheep. I just think what it was like before you were born is what it's like when you're dead. Like, I just sometimes really think about it. I really close my eyes and I go, okay, if I were to die right now, am I going to go to this great afterworld where everyone's hanging out, where I go, and there's Abe Lincoln, and there's my dad, and there's my 2 dead cats, and there's Johnny Carson? Like, really think logically. If you believe that when you die, you go somewhere, that's totally fine. I believed in Harry Potter at one point.
This is not headline news. American shoppers were expected to spend $23.6 billion on Easter this year. And that was just for eggs. The drummer for the band The New Pornographers was busted for child porn.
Creep.
The band will be changing its name to Sad Twist of Irony.
Wow, it's terrible.
A judge has delayed the resentencing hearing for Eric and Lyle Menendez to May 9th, which means they still might get home in time not to celebrate Mother's Day.
The last joke that sucked made up with that one. I mean, that was freaking hilarious.
For Eric and Lyle Menendez to May 9th, which means they still might get home in time not to celebrate Mother's Day.
I love it.
And most Americans think their jobs make meaningful contributions to the world, as do entitled female celebrities who blast off to space for 11 minutes.
Speaking of that,
They were 3 women blasted into space for an 11-minute...
You know, Orlando Bloom blasted earlier. And this just in, it would be fun to blast a Katy Perry. Oprah knows about blasting Gayle King.
They were 3 women blasted into space for an 11-minute mission, but suddenly they were sucked into an endless orbit. Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, and Gayle King are lost in space.
I hope they can see the unity that we modeled and replicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space for the future. And and camaraderie. We're doing this.
So donate money to the poor then.
This was not a ride. This was a bona fide friggin' flight.
Don't miss unexciting episodes each week of 3 women who believe they're really important when they're really just lost in space.
That is coming to a TV near you. Oh, by the way, this weekend, Bill Maher did some jokes.
Now that Lebanon has announced it's banning Snow White because it stars Gal Gadot, who is a sergeant in the Israeli Defense Force, someone has to tell them, you're working too hard.
Yeah, I love how the audience didn't know when to laugh. They're like, I guess that's the...
Working too hard.
Listen. Bill Maher's never been funny. Yeah, he says some things that make sense or whatever, but listen.
No one's going to see that movie anyway.
That's what it sounds like whenever I have sex. The studio audience goes like...
Someone must tell the woman who claims to have gaslit herself into losing 40 pounds, that's not what gaslighting means.
I like this rock music in the background. Really pumps you up. Not at all.
Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where someone tries to make another person doubt their own sanity, or reality, or memories in order...
Sounds like working with Mike Calta.
...to gain power of them. You just learned to tell yourself, put down the cupcake.
Wow. That was terrible. He was so bad, he made Colbert look like a genius. I mean, Colbert and his jokes aren't funny, but there's at least, like, you get what he's saying. I didn't get that. And that guy thinks he's cool. Did you know Jelly Roll one time pooped himself on stage?
I pooped myself one time. I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I was confident it was all there. It was not. I watched this crowd go from loving me to just being completely out. Just completely out. I blew it.
So he went on the Jennifer Hudson show, and she looked absolutely disgusted. And then they left out the good part where he goes, I share too much sometimes. So, yeah, buddy, you definitely do, Jelly Roll. So, I saw this headline here. Could you be fictosexual? Experts reveal all the little known things about this sexuality. I Have you ever fantasized about getting on with a book, TV, or video game character? It means you're fictosexual. Yeah, when you're 12 years old and you're watching Futurama and Leela's got the big ass boobs. Yeah, it's fine. And you know, Lois Griffin would be loud. But at the same time, if you identify yourself as fictosexual, you're a freaking loser. Hey, what's your sexual orientation? Oh, I'm bisexual. I'm pansexual. I'm fictosexual. I mean, seriously. Get the hell out of here. I saw this here. And, Justin Bieber smokes joint next to 15-year-old brother as Haley intervenes. Yeah. Haley's a career side chick. She wanted to be married to him. She's like America's Kate Beckinsale, not Kate Beckinsale, Princess Kate, whatever her name is, the Duchess. She always wanted to marry Prince William. What a riveting point, Ryan Hoppe. You're killing it right now. You're doing so well. I'm proud of you, Ryan. That's what my brain sounds like, me trying to compliment myself. Aaron Rodgers gives rare insight into his new mystery relationship. I'll set it all straight, he said. From the jump, I'm in a different phase of my life. I'm 41 years old, and I'm in a serious relationship. I have off-field stuff that requires my attention. He needs to just retire already. I have personal commitments I've made, and knowing what my future would look like after next year, I have a couple of people in my inner circle who are battling difficult stuff. Yeah, it really makes you realize that at the end of the day, it's just football. I used to hate Aaron Rodgers, and now I can't stand him. I used to hate him because he was on the Green Bay Packers, and he always beat the Bears. But then he started opening up his mouth, and I was like, shut up, dude. Conspiracy theorists are so stupid. All right, here's the deal. This show has only begun on this Monday. Oh, it feels like a Monday today. I don't know what's the difference about this Monday and others, but I am dragging ass right now. So we're going to come back in Happy Hour, and we're going to get this party going on this Monday. After this.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Since it dawned on me that I'm still
just me.
012, 012. 012, 012. I like to introduce my homie in the name Trail.
Wanting you is not easy to do from far. It's like touch and stars. Wanting you is not easy to do from far. It's like touch and stars.
Justin Bieber hanging out with Sexy Red looking happy. But I gotta tell you, I've been on the phone all morning and there is something really alarming going on with Justin.
Yeah, you know, something's going on. And you know, he totally banged out Sexy Red. Although, if you have sexual intercourse or even mouth play with Sexy Red, I suggest wearing 7 condoms.
He is under the spell of this pastor.
This has happened before. Like
it's always weird whenever celebrities or girls with big body counts will team up with a pastor. It's like, those are creeps, man.
He gets almost addicted to these people.
He was very famous, very young, and away from home. He's looking for a father figure is what he's looking for.
That's not a bad point.
You're like Freud in a cardigan.
Do you know what a cardigan is?
Ivanka Trump having some fun.
Oh yeah, she's got a nice ass booty on her.
In the sun, showing off her butt.
She does have a good butt on her. I mean, her body's incredible.
She is in Costa Rica with her kids and with her husband, Jared Kushner.
Oh yeah, you know, he's living a life. Him and Donald Trump are asking my brothers. I'm kidding.
Getting in a
Not kidding.
surf lesson.
I just find this really interesting. She has washed her hands.
She has. She wants nothing to do with her dad this
And looking at these photos,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do anything with that pig either.
you get what her father sees in her.
Wait, it's true.
Andre Jordan from the Denver Nuggets. He's 6'11", 200.
He's a big ass dude.
And 65 pounds. So he's a big dude. He's got to keep in top shape to play basketball. He had to call his nutritionist to get permission to get popcorn at the AMC theater. What?
Am I allowed to have popcorn?
Is it butter?
I'm not. I won't put extra butter on it. If that's okay.
Are you like a movie theater?
Big man trying to get this popcorn.
Eli Roth at LAX.
God, I haven't heard from him in so long. I love him.
It's his birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Eli.
He's doing this thing with week short called The Horror Section, where if you're a fan of his movies or horrors in general, you can sort of like own a stake in them.
Invest $1 million, I will kill you. On film.
He's willing to write you your dream death.
How can I say that's awesome?
How would you want to die?
Can we pick?
And now, come on down, Drew Carey, because
he's banging an OnlyFans girl, probably has herpes.
you're our next contestant on TMZ's The Price is Tight.
Harry has won the Showcase Showdown because his new girlfriend is this girl.
Holy, she's freaking hot.
She's hot. Here he is out with her, having a date. Now, I want you to guess the age difference without going over.
First, Rod, could you give us some details, please?
Sure, Bob. Her name is Nikki Schuyler. She's a former Pet House pet and current OnlyFans star. And a fun fact about her is she says she lost her virginity on 9/11.
Yes, that's kind of weird to brag about.
Back to you, Bob.
So, can you guess the actual retail age difference?
So the story, they left it out. Her losing her virginity, because I talked about this 2 days ago, on 9/11, was she was out all night from like 9:10 till like maybe 6 a.m. on 9/11, and when she came in at like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., everybody, because she had a crazy night, because she was like 21 then, everybody was like, she thought everybody was mad at her because she had sex, but it was 9/11.
Prince?
31 years.
Over. 29.
Bing, bing, bing.
You win a new car! No.
Can you imagine being that guy with the annoying voice? Oh wait, I'm one to talk. Get what I did there? You do.
Happy hot topic. You're gonna do exactly what the Miley did and blow up. Guess what? It didn't work.
Trey Cyrus is
a cloud chaser.
Taking shots at Katy Perry. Miley Cyrus's brother takes to his Instagram April 18th to accuse Katy of copying his younger sister.
Just knew Katy Perry though, and her team were lame as when her career was first dying. And they were like, what can we do? What worked for Miley? She cut her hair off and it broke the internet.
And she was twerking on her
and everybody freaked out, and she bleached it blonde. We should do that with you, Katy. Katy's like, yeah, we should. Should we do it like slightly different? No, we're gonna do.
This loser wants to jump. Shut up.
Do it exactly the same.
With the 36-year-old seemingly referencing the Wide Awake singer debuting a platinum blonde pixie cut in 2017.
She really did copy her.
Just years after Miley first rocked the head-turning look.
Not my last ex, the other one. I was laying in bed with her, and I told her, I was like, I think Katy Perry looks awful with that haircut. She looks like Justin Bieber, and my ex slapped me. It was quite the moment. But yeah, Katy Perry's hair when it was short was ugly. If your hair is as long as mine, I don't like that.
Trace then takes aim at Katy by comparing her musical collaborations with Miley's.
And also, Miley started working with Mike Will Made It, Wiz Khalifa, Juicy.
Whoa!
Jay. Remember Jay's on my feet? You know, she started to transition doing more hip-hop stuff. We're going to get you in with the hottest.
And this dude's not wearing a shirt, and he's just covered in tattoos. He just looks like a trash bag. Maybe because he is one.
Group the Migos. You're going to do exactly what the Miley did and blow up. Guess what? It didn't work.
All right, man. When are you going to blow up? Seems like you talk a lot of smack and you got nothing to back it up. By the way, Aubrey O'Day, I always say everything. She was dressing up as a sexy freaking Easter bunny. Oh, yeah. You can have my egg anytime. Oh, wait, that made no sense. She has the egg. By the way, that was a terrible joke. You can have my seed or whatever. Enough, right? Stop it. She was like putting her legs up in the air like she does don't care. Man. All those rumors. She was unfortunately hugging up with Diddy. You know, she's got trauma. If you live in Florida or I just said Maryland, Jesus Christ. If you live in Florida or Maryland, Aubrey O'Day, and you need to see a shrink, go to counselingoncall.net. Kanye West. White Lotus got nothing on me. I had sex with a male cousin as a teen. This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that is locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years ago after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6. Oh, jeez. And then we acted out what we saw. It was quite a story. My name is Ye, and I asked my cousin's D when he was 14. Jesus Christ. Yo, what the hell? The only thing that's weird about my childhood, there's this one memory. It's not bad, I swear. There's this one memory that's imprinted in my brain. My friend in 2008 had like a porno DVD. This is like before cell phones. And it was me. Oh, God, I'm going to tell my mom that she's going to have that people were in the house. My dad was at work. My mom was at work. And my friend had a porno DVD. And we all sat on different couches and didn't look at each other. And it was quite the weird walk back to the park. We're all 8th graders. Like, yeah, we just did that in front of each other. Still can't believe that happened. It's not what you want. Lil Durk once superseding indictment dismissed. He recorded the song way before the murder. Yeah, Lil Durk's an idiot. He was living a life. He was an example of getting out of the hood in Chicago, and he just messed it up. Oh, what a dummy. This ain't what you want. That's one of his songs. Early Lil Durk was great. We'd hit up the club and ask for Lil Durk. And then like around 20s, music was just trash, man. So this is an interesting clip. Khloe Kardashian says she won't let her kids sleep anywhere. I've watched too much of Dayline. And that's the problem when women watch Dayline, is they think the whole world's like them. Even though her family's the one that contributes to the problems in the world.
It was a lot different growing up then than it is now.
Yes.
You know, my parents were...
Man, freaking Dana White has a podcast, man. Everybody has a podcast. Yeah.
It was a lot different growing up then than it is now.
Yes.
You know, my parents were obviously much different parents. My kids were never allowed to sleep anywhere. Go sleep over anybody's house or any of that kind of shit. So, me and my sister did whatever we wanted to. We had to come home and do our chores and that kind of stuff, and then but we were pretty much on our own. So I think that we grew up a lot faster than my kids definitely did.
Why? So I don't let my kids sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm very strict about it. Times are different. So I won't let my daughter or my son, who's 2.5, but they're not allowed to have sleepovers just because I'm one of those type of,
And they're going to grow up to be brats and entitled.
I think too much.
Yeah, you do think too much. You don't think enough when everyone's cheating on you. Andrew Tate's girlfriend, his ex, Bree, begs judge, protect me before he returns to the U.S. Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed to say that I did this thing after my breakup where I watched Andrew Tate videos, and everything he says is like Captain Obvious, but he's like, the energy you feel when you go through a breakup, you can feel that, you can take that energy and go to the gym. So he always has like a good point, but it's like, dude, you rape women, you're a freaking loser.
Apparently, I deserve to be beaten.
This is exactly.
That's what people are actually saying out loud, online.
Can you imagine being an Andrew Tate fan and you go online and say a woman should be beaten? You're a loser.
In my face, because I trusted Andrew Tate.
Losers.
Go to my ex account, scroll the replies. You'll see millions of comments from Andrew's followers and
yeah, ever since Elon took over, this is a cesspool of incel losers.
haters alike, calling me a liar, saying I asked for it, saying I should have known better, that I got what I deserved.
Yeah, that's a great thing to say to a woman. Even if she sat on your lap, you'd get hard.
Because I didn't leave sooner. All because I believed him. So let me ask you something.
What?
And be honest.
All right.
Would your sister deserve it?
That's a good point.
Your daughter?
Yeah.
Your mother?
Yeah.
Your best friend? Would they deserve to be abused?
No.
Just because they trusted the wrong person?
Yeah. Man, you might need some major therapy. If I'm any girl in the future, I'm telling you right now, should probably not date Andrew Tate. I'm going to go out on a limb here and try to be not too judgmental, even though that's the whole basis of my show. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, that is not it. Dating Andrew Tate. Run! Run, Forrest!
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
WMPRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Was you worth the problems that you're actually having now? Call her up on the phone, tell her that you're coming over. I don't want to know. Get your light on my face, take it to your other girl. She can deal with the case. Cause it started the game. There's nothing more that you can say to get me to stay. You thought you had your best on me. Before you met her right now, you were everything to me. But sorry, babe, you don't mean a thing, not a thing to me. Thought you were everything, baby. You were everything to me. But sorry, baby.
You know this is, yeah. You should feel honored. We live in the days of our lives with no Oscar. Even though I'm young and restless from all the drama, relationships, they something like a soap opera. Cause if your man met you and left his ex-girl, what make you think he won't leave you for the next girl? Caught your husband creeping with the girl next door. It came back like a boomerang, you vexed, girl. Equality is what keeps me and my lady standing. So when I tell her she pretty, she tell me I'm handsome. If you and your man had a misunderstanding, let me bone your mind to this understanding. He supposed to teach you to understand him. So that's not a misunderstanding, that's a misunderstanding. He treats you like trash, somebody will treat you better. Cause one man's trash is another man's treasure.
You had the best of me. I do, but you just didn't see. Just thought before you met her right now. You don't mean a thing, not a thing to me. Don't you anything, you are everything to me. But
Happy Hour will be right back.
Sure, me and Ryan, Hoppy.
Oh, sure.
Hoppy.
That's me. Hi.
It's you and me and Ryan, Hoppy.
This following segment has been brought to you by Deezy Beezy Honey at DeezyBeezyHoney.com. When I tell you it's the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, man of my words, go to DeezyBeezyHoney.com and at checkout use promo code Hoppy, HOPPE, to save 20%.
It's you and me and Ryan.
It comes in the form of a lollipop, lollipop the rubber, a honey stick or a jar of honey.
It's you and me and Ryan.
However the hell you want to get high, go to DeezyBeezyHoney.com and at checkout use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. This is also being brought to you by Fortify.com, FORTIFUIE.com for the best pre and a post-workout around. At checkout, use promo code Ryan20 to save 20%. We're going to come back in Happy Hour and keep this party going, okay?
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppy in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
Hey, this is Tom Bernard, and you are listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Drew Lane, and you're listening to Florida radio legend Ryan Hoppe.
You bring the coffee, I'll bring the chaos. This is Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
We tuned in, now it's Happy Hour talking about the streets. Ryan Hoppe on the mic dropping.
That was a lot.
East to the west, that's the Florida sun. Playing throwback jams that make you wanna run. Still have new sex and baby loaded in his gun. Hoppe keeps it real, every show's a home run. Happy Hour's on, come on, let's all scream and shout. From the radio waves, make you.
I got to pause it. Got to remind you, I got a PSA, a public service announcement. Gareth Dizzy Pinheiro of 1025 The Bone. And no, it has nothing to do with John Senning. John Senning's my friend. But Gareth Dizzy Pinheiro, it's not Alexander, that's not his last name, it's Pinheiro, is a bitch.
Twist and shout, turn it up, feel the beat, that's what it's all about. Ryan Hoppe's got the game and he's never in doubt.
856-49 Hoppe. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
What the sound so fierce is the one we repeat.
Happy Hot Topic! Bowen Yang is sharing his take on that controversial SNL parody.
That was 9 days ago. Get over it.
After the NBC sketch comedy series delivered a parody titled The White POTUS that left the White Lotus star Amy Lou Wood offended.
Listen, people have compared me to Sloth from the Goonies. I hate the Goonies. People have compared me to Sid the Sloth from Ice Age. And you know what? Remember that crying kid that got bullied like 7 years ago? People have said I looked like him. And you know what I do? I ignore it. But Amy is so freaking stupid because when you talk about it, you're just giving it power.
Even calling it, quote, mean and unfunny. Bowman weighs in on the segment during an interview with Extra on April 17th.
Extra.
Telling the outlet, however she reacted to that sketch is completely valid.
Oh, you sound whipped, bro. Say what you really feel.
With parody, you kind of forget the sort of human emotional cost that it sort of extols on someone.
Wow, SNL's freaking pathetic.
He continues, you need those reminders every now and then that parody can go too far sometimes.
Whatever. You're going to die someday. And yeah, your teeth suck. You have horrible teeth, okay? You look terrible. You look like a crackhead in St. Pete.
Times, and that we as comedians can take account for that, and instead of banging our foot and saying,
humor's dead. Just stop being funny. SNL's not been funny this whole millennium. But you know what? If you're going to be offended by that, enough of humor. Bye.
we should be allowed to say whatever we want because that's just the culture. On April 12th, Saturday Night Live aired a skit about the hit HBO series that replaced the characters of the show with members of the Trump family.
That was the unfunny part.
And at one point, John Hamm, playing Robert F. Kennedy Jr.,
He did an okay job with that. RFK is easy to make fun of because he's a moron.
Dressed as Walton Goggins' character Rick, interacts.
I don't care. Fucking annoying. This planet, man. I don't understand this planet. Tekashi 6ix9ine, a snitch planted guns and drugs at my house. You know how his house got raided back in October, right after he signed that deal with that company? Yeah, I could see a snitch doing that. The thing is, he's kind of a snitch, and he's a douchebag, and a pedophile. So it's kind of hard to feel bad for him. It's kind of hard to go, oh, poor Tekashi 6ix9ine. This is interesting. So I went to three elementary schools. I went to Westgate. I went to 4 elementary schools. Okay, so in kindergarten, I went to Greenbrier because I was in remedial classes. So I went to Greenbrier for kindergarten. Then I went to Westgate for first grade in 2000. And I went to Patton for 2 years. And then I went to Westgate. Wow, interesting. So I went to Westgate elementary school in like 4th or 5th grade. And there was a teacher that was caught with selling fentanyl out of the high school. And she totally looks like it. I'll tweet out the article at Ryan Hoppe Radio. It was so weird seeing my elementary school make the news. Weird. People were offended about this. So Travis Kelce about 15 years ago, tweeted, "Happy Easter to all. Shout out to Jesus for taking one for the team." And everyone's offended by it. Every bro and everybody around the ages of 29 to 37, when Twitter first was around and we were either in late middle school, high school, or college, you just were kind of tweeting weird things. So everyone hating on him for doing that, it's like, that was 15 years ago. Let's see your tweets. This is a weird story. This could either be so true or this could be a money grab. Shannon Sharp sued for $50 million over alleged rapes. And you know who is representing the victims? Is Tony Busby. I will tweet out that article at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Shannon Sharp's a weird dude. I don't know what's so weird about him, but he's got that weird, just like, I don't know. There's a whole rumor that he might be bi, but who cares? If you want to suck, whatever, you know what I mean. But when you play in the NFL, you gotta be manly. Even though if you look at every snap in the NFL, it looks like gay sex. You got one dude on his knees, a bunch of dudes in front of him showing their ass, and the quarterback. Think about it. So Colin Kaepernick's fiance was on about and was saying that Colin Kaepernick is still training for an NFL return. Who's going to break it to him that was 3 presidencies ago? He was literally, that happened when Obama was in office. That's how long ago it's been since he kneeled.
So let me ask you, is Cap still training? How is he?
All day, every day, baby. All day, every day.
I love that. So
Nothing's changed.
Is he still wanting to play?
Can I get a
photo? Of course he is.
He's like 35.
It's all up to the teams if they'll let him.
Yeah, well, they're not going to. It was kind of sad how he got blackballed. Yeah, it's not all cops that are bad, but the problem is even the bad cops have more power because the good ones get in trouble if they speak up. So pretty much all cops suck.
I love that. Any other kids? 2? Number 2?
Oh, yeah, they're going to start practicing tonight. Do you guys want to hear the 911 call from Haley Joel Osment? I always thought it was Osmond. It's interesting. It's like a Mandela effect. I thought it was Osmond, not Osment. Weird. Here is the 911 call from when he acted like a drunken moron. I think about the times I acted up in public when I was drunk, and I'm like, man, that's the way someone's going to remember me, is just drunk in public. Oh, brother. Here is the 911 call.
911, what is your emergency?
Hey, it's Jackson with Mountain Ski Patrol.
Yes.
We have a very intoxicated and unruly guest in the Chair 2 parking lot. Do you guys have people that could respond to that?
Yep.
Do you know what a ETA for that might be?
It'd be from town. From just town limits.
Okay.
So, can I get a little bit more? Do we have a name or a description of him?
Here comes the best part.
Is he in a vehicle?
He is with 2 patrollers. That's
calling him awful things about being Jewish.
all I know right now. He's wearing all black. Yeah, that's all I've got. We don't have
I wonder what it's like when you realize it's Haley Joel Osment.
a name yet. He's not being cooperative.
Yeah. He just has like a weird vibe with those eyes, bro.
You got it. I'll get somebody up there.
You're doing that, babe. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. John Rocker. This is Patrick Mahomes 2 and his loser wife. You scruddled my fight with Patrick Mahomes, the father. John Rocker is just a freaking drunken, stupid redneck loser, and Dave Portnoy is exploiting him. And honestly, I'm embarrassed for Patrick Mahomes that your dad was going to even do this stage fight.
You know, might go to jail, by the way, for his 97 fucking drunk drive.
I love Kirk Minahan.
I think arrested.
That's the guy talking. He's a great host. Kind of a shank.
You know, might go to jail, by the way, for his 97 fucking drunk driving arrest is Pat Mahomes Sr. Giving this fucking scumbag money is not...
no, this fight's canceled.
Oh, it's canceled?
Canceled.
I didn't know that. How come?
Canceled.
Were you behind the fake New Orleans? Is that you?
No.
Yeah, that's big.
No,
I know. I didn't think you would do that. That's
no, I have nothing to do with any of this.
Canceled.
I was happy that it was there because when Mahomes said he didn't like Barstool, but they came to us to do this. Like, how?
Of course he did, because they're losers.
Would we ever come up with this concept? We're like, oh, let's put John Rockover as Pat Mahomes Sr. Like, who would ever think of that? They came to us, said they hate each other, want to fight. Devlin, who does the Rough and Rowdy, put together, yeah, they want to fight, let's do it. Mahomes' agent, the football player, and Brittany, from what I am told, intervened. It was like, there's no way this fight's happening.
Yeah, you know, Brittany's got everyone wimped.
We're going to cut this guy off.
Brittany and Randy.
If he does it.
All right, so there's 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. You can always email me, ryanhoppyradio@gmail.com. Let me see here. I think we'll take a break, okay? Does that work with you? Not that I care. It's my show.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppy of Hoppy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
What the fuck? Boogie, you smell that shit? It smells like somebody took a motherfucking shit in the booth. Oh shit, that's me. You smell the in the air, the soul. You want the icing on your cake, homie. You should call me, 'cause I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I ain't got a lot of ice, you dig, but I'm good, hard and sharp. Hey, I'm P5, bitch. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. Man, this rap shit I done mastered. You will blast you. Though I am the smoothest dude you ever knew. I'm rude, but I'm the truth. And who the hell are you? Pursue and follow suit. Who done gas you, nigga? I will creep up on you, cock back, click and blast you, nigga. Off a fifth for Greg, who's bumping my shit, laughing, nigga. It ain't no competition out here, I just laugh at niggas. Cause I'm amazing, bitch. Plenty cats try to battle me, but I'm dangerous. You can check my credentials, see I don't play that shit. With that 40 cal clip I got, ain't my real weakness. I'm a grazer, cause obviously niggas getting me fucked up. I ain't no rapper, I'm a street nigga, happen to luck up. So if you cocksuckers ain't getting my drift, nigga, take another whiff, nigga. Sniff, nigga. In the air, it's on me. You the icing on your cake, homie. You should call me, cause I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I ain't got a lot of ice, you dig, but I'm good, hard and sharp. Hey, I'm P5, bitch. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the S-H-I-T shit. You hate niggas can't suck this dick. You might as well you French kissing that bitch. She the slob, slurp and swallow this penis. I know you wanna come to Heritage with your crew on a whole lot of bullshit. Don't give a fuck who you affiliated with. I'll pull your resume, now you shorty school and shit. And if you think that this shit that I'm spitting is fiction and made upon the pad it was written, then listen, you bitches better pay close attention. This ain't no image, may I mention, bitch, I live in the trenches. And obviously niggas getting me fucked up. I ain't no rapper, I'm a street nigga, happen to luck up. So if you cocksuckers ain't getting my drift, nigga, take another whiff, nigga. Sniff, nigga. In the air, it's on me. You the icing on your cake, homie. You should call me, cause I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I ain't got a lot of ice, you dig. Hard and sharp, hey, I'm P5, bitch. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit, man. I'm the shit. It's fatal, you dig. I'm the shit. PKA fake time. PKA fake fella. PKA not out of your dig kid. PKA out of PKA the HNIC, the hottest nigga in Chicago. And for those of y'all who out there who wondering what PKA stands for, that's fatally known as, you dig. And I know I may come off as being real cocky and arrogant, but you know, you meet me in person, I'm really a nice guy. But it is what it is, man. You don't smell that shit? I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit, I'm the shit. Sniff, nigga.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Should probably have my mic on. This following segment has been brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com. When I tell you he is the best MMA trainer in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. 2700 22nd Street North, and that is in St. Petersburg. Women's self-defense classes, kid classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need. I'll go to Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com. This is also being brought to you by Rich Keeley Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. When I tell you he is the best barber in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. richkbarber.com. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard, and that is in Tampa. So here's what you do. You go to richkbarber.com, because you can't just go, hey, Rich, can I get a haircut? No, you got to go to richkbarber.com, and when you do, you'll save $10. This is also being brought to you by westchaseprinting.com, the best printing company in all the Bay Area. Business cards, posters, yard signs, whatever the hell you need. Go there. All right. We're going to come back on Happy Hour. But let's trip out a little bit. All right. Enough of them. Talk to me, Hammer and Hank.
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right. It's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Hi, this is Rod Ryan from The Rod Ryan Show in Houston, Texas, and you're listening to The Hoppe Hour.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
What's up?
Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are The Woody Show.
Yeah.
And you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
The voice you can't ignore and the energy you didn't know you needed. Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe is back.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the land. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
I am. For a lot of my religious listeners that are specifically Catholic, you probably heard this on Sunday, or every Sunday, or if you go to church every day, or Friday. Because some of the most dedicated talk radio listeners, especially when the show is edgy, are religious because it's like they feel like it's our little bit of like normalcy. Oh man, freaking Pope died. So sad. It's almost like, not done with the bit. It's almost like you should be electing popes that are maybe 40. I mean, the time flew, but 13 years ago, 12 years ago, they elected Pope Benedict. And the thing is this, I got kicked off the radio for making a joke about him. My boss was Catholic at WHCM 88.3 Harper College Radio, and I said, who cares who gets elected as the Pope? Said, all they're going to do is cover up pedophilia. And my boss, the one day he listened, he did not like that. Now, my stutter was really bad back then, so it didn't sound as clear. But I mean, the 12 years flies by, and we're back with this process of needing a new Pope. If you pick someone that's like 55, what do I know? Or no, I'm a recovering Catholic.
Happy hot topic. Now to Pope Francis and his pop culture impact around the globe. We know, Larry, you have that for us.
I do.
What up?
Indeed. Good morning to you, Pope Francis. Often
He said Lara. I thought he said Larry. Hey, Larry.
Around the globe. We know, Larry, you have that for us.
I do.
Larry.
Indeed. Good morning to you, Pope Francis, often referred to as the People's Pope. His reach extending far beyond the Catholic Church. He embraced social media to spread his message to the masses, and his story was immortalized through books and on the big screen.
We get it.
This morning, the 2024 award-winning film Conclave is...
That movie looked creepy.
back in the spotlight after the passing of Pope Francis.
I think you should gather up the Cardinal's notes.
Art imitating life, and now life imitating art.
Our new Holy Father will make a much better Pope than...
Oh, it's so weird. Popes are weird. If you're a pastor that can have sex, that's fine. But like when you're dedicated to something that you don't know for sure is real, and you have these, it's weird. And you have these urges, it's weird. It's weird. Priests are weird. They're not all bad, but priests are weird. It's kind of like cops. You got a lot of good cops, but the bad ones win.
And I would ever have done.
As a new pope will be selected to replace Pope Francis. But long before Conclave made headlines for its look at the secret inner workings of the papacy, Pope Francis was already making plenty of pop culture headlines of his own. He was named Time Magazine's Person of the Year in 2013, before gracing the cover of Rolling.
Of course he would. That was the year he got elected.
Rolling Stone magazine in 2014. In 2016, Pope Francis became the first to join Instagram with a simple request writing, "Pray for me." That post delivering 1 million followers.
I mean, he seems like a good enough dude. I just find it so weird. Like, men have urges, okay? And it's like, are you asexual? That's where the problem comes. It's not all priests, but where the pedophilia comes is because it's like, I could go on and on.
Followers faster than anyone had before him.
Whatever, there you go. Rest in peace, Pope. I don't know. I just can't stand the Catholic Church. I try not to be rude about it because I have Catholic listeners, but I was forced to go to church. And the people at church were just douchebags. They could tell that I didn't want to be there or whatever. And it was like, you know what? It's probably all fiction. Sorry. I don't want to admit it. You think Pope Francis is up in heaven, hanging out? If you do, that's great. I am so jealous. I'm honestly jealous of religious people. It sounds nice. I would love to have that, but I don't.
Tune it up, the volume, dial it right. Hoppy's voice, that's the highlight.
I got it.
Tampa Bay news with a twist so bold.
Oh, thank you.
Floridian sunshine dipped in gold. Ryan Hoppy's got the scoop with flair.
I do.
Gators on golf courses, you better beware. From Busch Gardens to that crazy traffic maze, every story's got that Florida glaze. Tampa Bay tales hot on the air.
Oh yeah, it's time for Tampa Bay news, since that's where I record. And I try to pick the funny news.
Wild, it's never stale. Hoppy drops the mic and sets sail.
All right, here we go.
Hoppy Hot Topic.
We know inflation has raised costs for most everyday items in the grocery store, but a new study shows it's happening more in the Tampa Bay area.
Because everything went up in Tampa. Apartments and the jobs aren't paying more. It's a scam.
Than most anywhere else in the continental United States. Fox 15's Jennifer Veglas is in our newsroom to break down the numbers. Jen, if it seems like we've been paying more, now we have some numbers to back it up.
That's right, Lloyd. The study looked at data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and while some areas saw food prices actually go down between March 2024 and March 2025, the Tampa-St. Pete area
You can go down, whatever.
saw a 4% increase on all grocery store items.
Used to be a fun trip to pick out meals for the upcoming week, now has become a stressful endeavor, pinching pennies for many families. A new study from Smart Asset Financial Advisors says the Tampa Bay area saw the second highest spike in grocery prices.
Thank you, New Yorkers that brought your energy here.
In the last year, 4.3%, behind Honolulu, Hawaii, which saw a 5% increase.
You would say, what do these two have in common?
Carl Gould, president of 7 Stage Advisors, says it's more than you think.
Hawaii is an island, it's isolated, and it's, everything has to be shipped in. But the Tampa market is somewhat isolated as well.
Why?
He says the bulk of our food comes in through trucking.
That is true.
The continental
That's why Mike Health has an audience.
U.S., the Florida market's the hardest to get to.
The issue is there's a trucking shortage.
There's 250,000 truckers we need to hire tomorrow.
In turn, non-perishables like bread and baked goods that are usually cheap to truck in went up 5%.
Pathetic. Fucking pathetic.
But then once it hits produce season.
All right, so there's that. It's getting expensive. It's freaking depressing. It really will drive you mad.
Happy Hot Topic!
I'm Annette Gutierrez in studio where we're hearing from one local who shared a class with a suspected shooter.
Loser! How does it feel that your whole legacy is going to be that you're a scumbag moron?
From Thursday's mass shooting, police identified Phoenix Eichner as the man accused of killing 2 people and hurting 6 others at Florida State University.
He just looks like that dude. You know, we all have those kids in class that look like they're going to be trouble. He just looks like a loser. He's an incel, and it's not because he's MAGA, but he adds to the whole negative stereotype of people that voted for Trump, and his mom is a cop. You know, I'm sure he had an awful childhood. I'm sure everything was so bad for him. He's a punk-ass bitch.
Before going to FSU, he went to Tallahassee State College, where a Lakeland native tells me he often steered the conversation towards his political views.
Yeah, I hate those Republicans that always want to talk about conspiracy theories. It's like, shut up. Trump doesn't care about you.
In class.
Ian Townsend is from Lakeland, and this was his first year at TSC. During his first semester, Townsend says the alleged shooter, Phoenix Eichner, sat in 2 of his science classes.
He's just kind of a quiet guy, a little bit socially awkward.
You don't say him. He's a pussy.
When gunfire erupted at FSU on Thursday, Townsend says he was floored and disturbed because he knew that Eichner was his former classmate.
Yeah, it's always weird. I have a classmate named Eric who ended up raping girls, and my dad never liked him in 3rd grade. It's always weird, and you're like, oh yeah, he became a scumbag.
It was a lot of anger, obviously, because you're feet from somebody that did something like that disgusting. And they're spewing this like hatred and all of these like ideologies.
I hope that mom is just getting ripped into at work. You gave birth to a loser. I hope you know that, Miss Officer. Mrs. Officer. I'm serious though. You literally gave birth to someone that will always be remembered as a loser.
Eichner is a registered Republican, and Townsend says he liked to always make that clear in class.
Yeah, you always got the conspiracy theorists and the conservative, because I worked at a conservative company. They always got to bring up politics, because without that, they're socially awkward douchebags with no personality. Not at all.
He never spewed outright white supremacist views in front of me, but he did talk about lots of right-wing, propaganda.
I bet he watches my old classmate Charlie Kirk, who's a douche, a fake-ass dude.
Such. He told everybody in class he was a Republican for no reason.
Again, hey, I'm Republican, cool dude. You're also a scumbag.
Like when there was no point to it.
While digging into Eichner's background in a story on Friday, our I-Team's Katie LaGrone spoke with a different classmate who had similar interactions.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he was a good guy.
He would joke about deaths of minorities.
That's hilarious. Not at all.
He said Rosa Parks was in the wrong.
Looking back.
Yeah, he's a loser. Loser.
Back on it.
I bet he's a virgin.
Townsend says the red flags were there.
It's despicable.
Reporting in studio, Annette Gutierrez, ABC.
A naked woman? What? Thank you for watching. No, but seriously, I just forgot the guy's name, and I'm glad I did. But the shooter at FSU is a loser, because I'm tired of making those guys celebrities.
Happy Hot Topic!
First up, Katy Perry, the iconic singer, was part of Blue Origin's first all-female crew that went up to space on Monday.
God, there was nothing more hateable this year than all the feminists. It's because you hate women. No, it's because it was a waste of money.
Smooth 11-minute ride.
The rest of the planet's suffering, but hey, these morons are gonna not even space.
But there has been some beef since they landed, which seems to have started with Wendy's of all places. The fast food chain's X account replying to a post about Perry's return, writing, "Can we send her back?" And on another
that's how we all feel.
Post, "I kissed the ground and I liked it." All
right, there you go. Hilarious. I don't know. I just can't believe feminists will be like, "Oh, that's a good thing." There are some bad apples in some places. Not all feminists are good.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, we all
You already know where we from, you. I stay searching for purpose, so I stay circling the circle. I do this straight for the hood, so this one's straight for the wood. I do this straight for the trill, so this one's straight for the field. From Mayfair to the mall, this shit for all y'all. This for my ZC boys, Dixie Maple, Illinois. This is we keeping it real, God, here got a little star. Every block will get G. Prescott, they fuck with me, some of them boys get the snitch, and the boss is lost a few niggas. You know the South, they be jacking, got some big timers in there. My nigga Bootsy be acting, I see him shining from here. You know me, I'm a little grinder, so if I blow my career, I'm going straight to that ocean, sell dope from Plank to Lanier. I'm finna drop a new album, it's about to come in a minute. I know my hustlers from Valley Park don't get bucked when they hit, but that's that purple, I smell it, quit playing games, let me hit it. You must have went on off lost and paid the chef run a bit. I'm a real hood savage, so me, I'm liable and chillin', and any one of them really, man, that's just how I'm living. And give a fuck if you like it, why I do it, little daddy. I know the whole motherfucking Baton Rouge gon' back me, nigga. Snorting powder bags and popping pills, they ain't got no mind. If you doing good and they doing bad, you might see that 9. Rep that OKC, cause that's all I see and that's all that I know. If you try refresh or try to slugger, we losing control. Ain't no time for games, stop school cause of recess, respect my mind. If you disobedient, no tools, savage, work that 9. On no constant grind cause I'm in the hood, but I moved out the hood. Head ain't get too big, fuck it you dig, I still spit that wig. Yeah, I love my hood cause they stick together in any kind of weather. Might be some you dig or it might be one to still keep them Berettas. President like smoking, post sucker, girl, he like popping pills. Get on the battlefield, pop one, pop two, this night your sex dream. Go on and keep it real, something click to dig, you know we like head. Do it for Savage Squad, next video, we want some more head. Do it for Silver Leaf and that Flat Street, cause they represent it too. Jeremy Dario and that boy Donnie, they reppin' O2. If you don't love my hood slugger, man, I don't give a fuck. Got that Savage Squad up in my blood, and them threes, they go up.
We all gangsta like we wanna be. You can get nothing to be on. On my head, you are free from the street. We all gangsta like we wanna be. We all gangsta like we wanna be. You can get nothing to be on. On my head, you are free from the street. We all gangsta like we wanna be.
The street is the get, got the hood in this bitch. Just tatted up on my arm. Man, these bitches be sprung. Niggas riding on foes, rocking Beatles and bows. Niggas playing with their nose, but I ain't gon' expose. Representing my town, man, this bitch going down. You can hate if you want, got the pump in the trunk. Lake side off the chain, gave my brothers the game. Let them shine like me, nigga, without selling cocaine. Gave the shit in my vein, man, the streets know my name. I'm on top of my game, I'm just trying to maintain. Gave my niggas the block, gave my cousin the Glock. I just bought a new shop, that bitch shoot non-stop. You can go get the cop, man, that bitch can get popped. See it all in my face, I give a fuck by the case. I'm ahead in the race, niggas back pick up the pace. And if you're looking for me, Baton Rouge where I be.
We all gangsta like we wanna be. You can get nothing to be on. On my head, you are free from the street. We all gangsta like we wanna be. We all gangsta like we wanna be. You can get nothing to be on. On my head, you are free from the street. We all gangsta like we wanna be.
Happy Hour will be right back.
What's happening? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. This following segment's been brought to you by counselingoncall.net. If you live in Florida or Maryland and you need help with your mental health, I'll go there. This is also being brought to you by Strange Cloudz of Clearwater, 2222 Main Street. And that is in Clearwater. When I tell you they got some of the best THCA flower, they got mushrooms, kava, kratom, whatever the hell you need, I go there. It's 2222 Main Street. Strange Cloudz of Clearwater. Any other radio show would have edited out their stutter, but me, I embrace my imperfections.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Hey, this is Jameson from WZLX Boston, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Frank Kramer from the Heidi and Frank Show on 95.5 KLOS in Los Angeles, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. You see what he did there? Hoppe Hour. I love that guy.
Hello.
The golden age of radio is alive and well on Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yeah. Yo, time to love the Hoppe Hour. Worldwide broadcast. Tune in for the scoop, celeb, gossip, and mass. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, kicking off the night. Talking about the love, the news, keeping it tight. 85 609 46773. Hit the digits, call the show, section line free. From day to wild tales, ain't no rest in the world syndicated. Hoppe is the best. Hoppe Hour's live from coast to coast. Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic.
Recognize him, right? That's the actor.
I did.
I was wondering when I saw that. From Sixth Sense, Pay It Forward.
Name dropper.
Oh yeah, that's the kid actor.
Shocking police body cam footage obtained by ET showing the dramatic April 8th arrest of 37-year-old actor Haley Joel Osment.
He's having a midlife crisis, and he lost his house.
Nearly hour-and-a-half long footage, Osment is seen being searched by police as they find a $20 bill wrapped around what appears to be drugs.
Everyone be careful, there's something in this that he couldn't expel. Don't open it, leave it close. And then he got cut off. Hold it in your glove.
Then the search going from bad to worse for the actor.
You're gonna bleep with my life. I've been kidnapped by a bleeping Nazi.
By a Nazi. Who's decent to you? And you are.
Small dick energy in aisle 4.
Osment, who was charged with 2 misdemeanors, has since apologized for
I would too. I mean, it looks horrible.
his use of anti-Semitic language. In a statement to ET, the actor says, quote, "I'm absolutely horrified by my behavior. Had I known I used this disgraceful language in the throes of a blackout, I would have spoken up sooner."
There's nothing worse than when you say something awful when you're blacked out, because essentially you're being yourself.
Adding, "I've let the Jewish community down, and it devastates me."
You do you, boom. You'll be fine. You got money.
Hoppe Hot Topic.
George Clooney says he and wife Amal Clooney have never had an argument.
That's going to jinx it. And by the way, his wife's first name is Amal, A-M-A-L, and I always see the M as an N.
George is sharing how he and the human rights attorney have maintained peace over the course of their...
You would be a human rights attorney. Can you imagine like your name being Amal and you're like an agent or something?
Attorney have maintained peace over the course of their decade-long marriage. The actor says this to Gayle King on the April 21st episode of CBS Mornings.
And Amal and I remember we were here with you once before, and remember we said we'd never had an argument. We still haven't.
All right. Gayle King, have you had an argument with your lover, Oprah?
Still haven't?
No, we're trying to find something to fight about.
That's not something you want to say, bud.
Yeah, but
I can't listen to George Clooney. Freaking annoying. He is just not cool, man. He thinks he's cooler than he is.
Happy Hot Topic!
Adele and her fiance Rich Paul step out for a courtside date night.
I often wonder if Rich Paul cheats on her because he has access to all the NBA vagina he can get.
On April 19th, the engaged couple are seen attending a basketball game where the Los Angeles Lakers take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the occasion, the singer keeps it simple in an all-gray outfit and brown coat, while Rich Paul opts for a black sweater, matching jeans, and a white hat. And it seems sitting courtside is the couple's favorite date night, as they were last seen earlier this month attending the LA Clippers versus
I wonder what she thinks of basketball.
Dallas Mavericks.
I wonder if she goes on with it because that's his thing, or if she likes it at all.
Los Angeles on April 5th. Adele and Rich Paul confirmed they were dating in 2021 after months of speculation.
I liked Adele when she was fatter, man. Same with Kelly Clarkson.
Then, after 3 years together, the singer revealed during her Vegas residency that the pair were taking their relationship to the next level.
Oh, that's good.
While performing at one of her shows, Adele could be heard telling a fan that she can't marry them because she's, quote, already getting married.
Oh, it's so cute. No.
She then proceeded to hold up her hand, signaling an engagement to the crowd.
All right, so there's that. There's frickin' Adele doing her thing.
Happy Hot Topic!
Because Cruz will never destroy anything. He is my driving force. Exactly. He is the light of my life. So, like, I just felt like that was, like, extremely disrespectful.
Brittany Cartwright is calling out Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
That's bad when Brittany Cartwright's better than RFK.
The Bravo celebrity who recently...
That's the douchiest thing I've ever heard. Bravo celebrity, like being on the Bravo network and a celebrity. That is just... If you're going around saying I'm a Bravo celebrity, you're a loser.
Revealed that her 4-year-old son Cruz has been diagnosed with autism, is pushing back on claims made by the Health and Human Services Secretary about the neurodevelopmental disorder.
I love how RFK, who sounds like this, who sounds like the most unhealthy dude, is in charge of that.
During the April 18th episode of her podcast, When Reality Hits with Brittany Cartwright.
The things that were said that upset me, like saying that, what was the word that he used? Demolishes families.
No, destroys.
Destroys, yeah. He said that autism destroys families because Cruz will never destroy anything. He is...
Yeah, what does RFK know that he's autistic?
My driving force. Exactly. He's the light of my life. So, like, I just felt like that was, like, extremely disrespectful.
And while Brittany admits she's grateful RFK Jr. wants to further autism research, she doesn't believe he's going about it the right way.
Of course, we want to figure out as much as we can because no one really knows what's, there's so much to be learned. And I think that is great and positive. It's just the things that were said and the way that they were said, it really struck a nerve.
All right, that's good. Being a protective mother, you gotta always respect that. Protective mothers. What's going on in space?
Happy Hot Topic!
In a distant corner of our own galaxy, a planet that could have an atmosphere with molecules that on Earth only come from life. The planet is identified as K2
This announcer is annoying.
18b, 2.5 times the size of Earth, and molecules which are basic microscopic life.
It is very important, but we also have to be extremely cautious.
Cautious because planet K2-18b is 124 light years away, 729 trillion miles. A modern NASA rocket would take 4.5 million years to get there.
To seek out new life and new civilizations.
We humans have been captivated by the possibility of life beyond Earth.
I think aliens have come to our planet and been like, I'm good.
Forever.
You're a bunch of morons and mutants.
218b could have an ocean teeming with life in a sort of Goldilocks environment.
I can't listen to this voice. All right. So as they say in every news clip, there's life somewhere.
Happy Hot Topic!
Stewart and longtime partner Dylan Meyer are reportedly married.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart definitely has that vibe of a bisexual woman.
According to TMZ, the couple was spotted exchanging vows in an intimate ceremony in Los Angeles on Sunday, April 20th. Kristen and Dylan first shared their relationship with the public in a heartfelt Instagram post in 2019. Kristen is best known for her roles in the Twilight Saga.
All right, so they got married, whatever. That is a boring news announcer. My God. Let me just already talk about the most boring person ever being Kristen Stewart, and let me make this the most uninteresting voiceover ever. And now it's time for Hoppy's Hoops.
Yo. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, breaking down the scenes. NBA drama, living out the dreams. Ex-wives wilder, stories about the queens. Dropping knowledge bombs, all in on the scheme. Hoppe's Hoop, man, he knows it all. From stand-up to the court, rise and fall. Tune in, now you'll have a ball. Hoppe Hour got that shock and awe. Hoppe Hot Topic.
After doing a roundtable sit.
Let me rewind that.
Nico Harrison, after doing a roundtable sit-down with only selected media personnel.
What a loser.
Last week, where no recording devices were allowed, he then, a week...
Can you imagine, like, you're having a press conference, you already pretty much know the reason the Dallas Mavericks didn't go to the playoffs, and then you don't want people to hear it?
Later, did his exit interview with the Dallas Mavericks and had a few interesting things to say about the Luka trade.
You know, when Luka comes back to town, the Lakers game's happening.
And he just scores 44 points on you.
And you're standing there, and there's thousands of people chanting for you to be fired. That's an...
It's got to feel awful.
Experience that none of us, no one's chanting for for us to lose our jobs.
I am. I hate the media.
Why shouldn't you be fired?
Well, one, I think I've done a really good job here.
Last year, maybe. This year. I know, God. Like, if you're saying you did a good job, we need to find a different word to describe the people that actually did good jobs in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like, if you really think you did a good job.
And I don't think I can be judged by
trading one of the best players ever and having our team go from being top 4 in the West to missing the playoffs and losing both playing games.
This year, you have to judge from totality, from beginning to.
So you're living in the past,
and
so you're BoJack Horseman of the NBA.
I think I have a really good working relationship with Patrick. I think you add in Rick. The leadership that we have is really elite, and you'll see next year when our team comes back, we're going to.
Oh, I'm sure. And Anthony Davis will get hurt 5 minutes in.
Be competing for a championship.
Ah, shut the fuck up. You're not winning shit. You were going to win when you had Luka, dummy.
Hoppe Hot Topic.
James is seemingly defending his woman online after Kevin Gates'
LeBron always has to defend his wife because he knows he cheats on her all the time.
Controversial comment, speaking on LeBron's relationship with wife of 11 years, Savannah James. In an Instagram rant, Kevin says,
I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron.
I agree with that, man.
I like the way them white women look at LeBron.
It's not a bad point.
Like when soon as he walk out there, they just be like, oh. They be out.
You know, it's got to be freaking out, LeBron.
Adding that Savannah is the warden of the jail, and LeBron's spirit is so loving and giving that it hurts Kevin to see it. But it appears LeBron is coming to his lady's defense. Writing on Instagram in an April 20th post, kings don't concern themselves with the opinions of peasants.
And kings don't have to tell people they're kings.
Hoppe Hot Topic.
Karl Anthony Towns has been under the microscope since his arrival to the Knicks before training camp.
Yeah, that was dumb that the Wolves got rid of him.
The trade for him was a signal to the team's fan base and those around the league that New York was serious about making a deep playoff run. Expectations for the Knicks haven't been this high in a while. But Towns, in a lot of ways, has lived up to his end of the bargain.
It is.
Towns has played some of the best basketball of his career.
Yeah, playing with Tom Thibodeau's really helped.
While in Knicks threads. But with the regular season in the rearview mirror, this is the time.
I just realized he played with Tom Thibodeau before because he was on the Wolves and Thibodeau was there. I wonder what that's been like.
Time for Towns to really take off to another level. Towns did what he needed to do in Saturday's 123-112 Game 1 win against the Pistons. Towns did a little bit of everything to help.
Hell yeah. And then he had sex with Jordan Woods later.
Aid in the Knicks' fourth quarter romp of Detroit that swayed the scales in favor of New York. He finished with 23 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks in 39 minutes. Securing the first win of the series was a step in the right direction for where the Knicks want to go this postseason.
Duh. What? Winning the first game doesn't help? What a stupid commentator, but I think that's AI.
Happy Hot Topic!
Few defenders have found ways to slow down Nuggets superstar Nikola Jokic during a career that has already featured 3 MVP awards and
I never know what it is. I thought it was Jokic.
Could add another in a few weeks. But for a few brief moments, Saturday, Clippers assistant and former Knicks head coach Jeff Van Gundy found a way.
Oh, jeez.
With 34 seconds left and the Clippers in position to use a challenge following a Kawhi Leonard turnover, Jokic wanted to inbound the ball quickly. Van Gundy and Clippers trainer Jason Powell, though, tried to wrestle the ball away from him while sitting on the bench in a
Yeah, Van Gundy's always been kind of a bitch. Like, he was good on TV or whatever, but I wouldn't want to hang on.
strange NBA playoff scene. The Nuggets trailed by 1 at the time, and the Clippers escaped receiving even a delay of game warning.
Got it.
But after Lou risked using his final challenge in timeout, the call ended up being upheld, and Denver ended up getting possession. Anyway, he looked pretty good, Nuggets guard Christian Braun told reporters of Van Gundy, according to the Denver Post. I mean, he held his ground.
Whatever. Van Gundy, you are the farthest from tough.
Turn it down, catch Hoppe on the airwaves. Talking blush joints and all the smoky pathways. Roll the papers tight, blaze them up, elevate. Mornings with the cream, starts the day with heavyweight. Welcome to the Hoppe Hour. Spark killer.
I am. Time for the daily smoke up. You got your THC, you got your pen, your blunt, your joint, your vape, your edibles, your oil, your bong, your gravity bong, whatever you have.
Mix it in the street.
Time to smoke.
Cannabis culture.
One more. Oh yeah. Let me see here. Colorado governor could grant mass pardons for psychedelic-related arrests under a new bill. If you do that, then you got to release all of them. You can't just release one of them. Just being honest, you can't just go, hey, we're going to release some of these people. If you're going to release some of them, but not all of them, you know what you got to do? It's just not do it. I'm not saying don't do it, but you got to release everybody. Okay?
Deals to the growers law.
Oh, sure.
Hoppe got the scoop, can't ignore.
I got it.
Cannabis trends from the street to the store.
Yeah.
Every puff, every hit, wanting more. Welcome to the Hoppe Hour. Walking loud. Music about the herb, got the stoners proud.
I got it.
Drinks burning slow, take the smoke, no doubt. Hot tops, feel the vibe, let the green shout.
I love when the green shouts.
Shout, green shout, green shout.
All right. Enough of that. I keep thinking the cops are outside.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
My binoculars on, alone, staring out of my window. I see the best creation of woman that I ever saw in a long, long time.
can't believe he's getting naked. I can't believe he's getting naked. I can't believe he's getting naked. My binoculars on, alone, staring out of my window. I see the best creation of woman that I ever saw in a long, long time. Some say it is wrong, but what if she knows that I'm spying on her? Would she strip down naked and entertain me? Oh my God, she's doing it and taking it off. 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 She's getting naked. She's getting naked. She's getting naked. She's getting naked. Through a shirt on the floor, and through a bra on the floor, and through a skirt on the floor, and through a drawers on the floor. I can't believe he's getting naked. 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 I'm wanting her on the floor, on top of her on the floor, no stopping her. She knows I'm watching her on the floor. I can't believe he's getting naked. 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 My binoculars on, alone, staring out of my window. I see the best creation of woman that I ever saw in a long, long time. Some say it is wrong, but what if she knows that I'm spying on her? Would she strip down naked and entertain me? Oh my God, she's doing it, taking it off. My binoculars on, alone, staring out of my window. Taking it off. I see the best creation of woman that I ever saw in a long, long time. Taking it off. Some say it is wrong, but what if she knows that I'm spying on her? Would she strip down naked and entertain me? Oh my God, she's doing it, taking it off. 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 She's getting naked. She's getting naked. She's getting naked. She's getting naked. Getting naked. Getting naked.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at getcheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. Getcheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code HOPPY to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HOPPY to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afura Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RyanHOPPE Radio.com. I I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. We're going to come back on Happy Hour. Keep this party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, Hammerin Hank Show, and check it out on his podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Doors closing.
And now for something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
Hey, what's up? It's Babs from Wild 94.1, the afternoon diva. Shout out my guy Ryan Hoppe. Make sure you tune in to Happy Hour, the best 60 minutes of your life.
Hey, this is Meredith from O and the Freak Show on Wild 94.1 in Tampa Bay, and you're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
You could be doing anything else right now, but you're here with Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe. We applaud your questionable life choices.
Triggering middle-aged dudes since 2012. This is Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
This is theme to Happy Hour.
Oh, it is.
Time to laugh with Ryan's power.
I got it.
Wacky fun and silly jokes.
Wow.
Happy Hour loves its folks. Happy Hour. Happy Hour. With Ryan Hoppe. Yeah, he's the topper. Grab your drinks and join the crew. Crazy stories just for you. Ryan's here to make you grin. Let the Hoppe fun begin. Happy Hour. Happy Hour. With Ryan Hoppe. Laughs are never sloppy. Got your popcorn, got your drink. Turn it up and don't you blink.
856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You're tweeting me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Radio fun around you. Ryan Hoppe's here for you.
I am.
Welcome to TMZ Live. Harvey Levin here.
Girls here.
Haley Joel Osment from Sixth Sense.
And some other stuff.
And
but
other
that's
stuff.
the thing that he's became famous for, yeah.
Kind of pulled a Mel Gibson.
A little bit.
Kind of pulled a Mel Gibson.
Yeah, he did. He got a little anti-Semitic.
Because he was pretty mouthy with arresting officers in Mammoth Lakes, California. We broke the story that he was arrested there.
These news sources love to tell you that they broke the story.
Last week, after a drunken, apparently, incident on the mountain was disruptive And so they asked him to leave. Ski Patrol took him down to the bottom of the mountain, and now the cops take him into custody for public intoxication as well as substance possession. So we'll get to that in a moment. But here is the moment that gets kind of Mel Gibson-y, because he used some language. Well, he used a Jewish slur while he was in custody in the back of the car. Oddly, he also used another
word that's inconsistent with
totally
the first
inconsistent.
slur.
But here's what happened as they were taking him into custody. You're going to see the officers also finding the drugs that they believe may be cocaine. They're still testing the substance, but that's what it looks like.
Okay, police department, you're being detained. Here we go. What's your name, brother? What's your name?
So he went to the bar, ordered one drink, and was so intoxicated.
Everyone be careful, there's something in there.
That he couldn't, he spilled his drink and leave it close. And then he got cut off.
Hold it in your glove.
It's Coke.
I've been kidnapped.
I wonder if the cops ever do the Coke they get.
Nazi.
Because you know those pigs defend each other.
I was decent to you. And you are.
I believe he said the 4-letter word for a Jewish person. What a sociopathic drunken laugh. Small dick energy.
Well, there's the slur.
Yeah, you're a bleeping K-word is what we would.
All right, so there's them. Sounds like life's going real good for him.
Who may be the last, but probably not person to pile on to the all-female crew of Blue Origin, which they started this week with what they thought was a joyous few minutes above
so freaking annoying
the earth.
They wish they were the ones that had to stay for 9 months.
Can we just go to the space station and stay out of this? Because now you have the Transportation Secretary of the United States of America, Sean
What a loser. I mean, who cares, man? Why are you trying?
Duffy deciding that he has to put in his 2 cents.
Not astronauts.
And trash them. This is what he said. By the way, I don't know that anyone actually asked him about this. He just posted it. The U.S. commercial space industry is an inspiring project which showcases American ingenuity and exceptionalism. Positive. But the last FAA guidelines under the Commercial Space Astronaut Wings program were clear. Crew members who travel into space must have, quote, demonstrated activities during flight that were essential.
I mean, it's not a bad point.
To public safety or contributed to human space flight safety. The crew who flew to space this week on an automated flight by Blue Origin were brave and glam.
Oh my God.
But you cannot identify as an astronaut. They do not meet the FAA astronaut criteria.
Oh man, I have to side with a Republican. So there is that. Oh, what the hell is going on? What, Daddy?
Well, just less than, we're about 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks from Diddy's trial starting, the federal trial. And he had there was a hearing this morning, a very important one, where there were some things that his side wanted and they did not get. And the judge shut it down.
Shut it down!
Lesser of those two being when the trial starts. It will start on time.
That's good.
Defense wanted 2 extra months.
2 extra months, and the judge said, nope, we are starting on time. So that part they got. The other part,
all right, what else?
Part has to do with the alleged victims who are going to be in court testifying. And it has to, look, we know that victim number 1 is Cassie because they've attached victim 1 to the videotape beating.
And they've made it clear that she's going to identify herself.
Right. And that she's going to testify.
3 other victims.
3 other
alleged victims.
Right. And they will remain anonymous.
So here's the...
This is where it's going to get weird.
Way that works. They will testify in open court. They will be on the stand for the jury to see, for the lawyers to see, for Diddy to see, and for people in the peanut gallery to see. But they will not be using their real names. And why is that important? for a couple of reasons. Victims 2 and 3, according to the complaint, we know they are ex-girlfriends.
Right. Yeah.
And there are probably going to be photographs of those people out with Diddy over the years.
I'm certain of that.
We are told, our recon is victim 4 was not a girlfriend.
All right, so there's that.
It was somebody who worked for Diddy.
Oh, man, you don't mix business and pleasure.
Okay. And the argument that the defense had in this case was, we need to see if somebody hears her name and then would come forward if they
say
think
something that would refute something they're testifying.
That's
all right, so there's that. And finally, in this freaking segment, Post Malone's got an annoying ex.
Well, we know that Post Malone has moved on since breaking up with his ex-fiancée, Jamie Park.
But she looks like she needs to eat a cheeseburger. She's so freaking skinny.
But now they have to deal with the reality of the fact that they have a 2-year-old daughter together.
Yeah, and they have to deal with each other for the rest of their lives.
And what are they going to do about custody? Well, Jamie has gone to court and says that she wants full physical custody, which may make it sound initially like, oh, there's some battle here, but the rest of the document makes it sound like they may be in agreement on this. We haven't heard Post's
Oh, so he's a deadbeat dad.
Response to this yet, but
she wants him to have visitation.
Right, she wants him to have visitation, and she wants shared legal custody. So
he wants joint custody all around.
On the surface, this can be kind of sinister sounding sometimes when one parent files for full custody, but this makes complete sense to me. Post Malone is on tour through at least mid-September. It would make no sense for him to have custody of the child.
That's not a bad point. Shannon Sharp denies rape allegations, calls lawsuit a shakedown. And last night on WWE, Paul Heyman referenced this exact moment. And as that clip loads, we also have an article here that Spotify had a global outage, and I could tell because a lot of times it won't let you click on a profile or whatever, and it was kind of sketchy. And also, Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips want to have sex in space. Of course they do, because that's all they have. Here is Paul Heyman bringing up Shannon Sharp's rape allegations. Get the words out, Ryan.
See, CM Punk does as much good to my reputation.
Yeah, and what does he do?
Shannon Sharp does to ESPN.
Oh, no, jeez. Oh, boy.
Damn.
All right, see, all right, we don't need
Pat McAfee's like, that's my bosses.
We don't need that. A lot going on.
Don't ooh me. I'm not the one getting sued.
Whoa, okay, all right.
Yeah, you know, Pat McAfee's having a heart attack. He's like, those are the guys that have been actually really good to me, and I can't lose my job. Because then I'll just go back into obscurity. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. All right, we're going to come back on Happy Hour. We're going to wrap this puppy up. But for all the sponsors of the show, you can go to RyanHoppeRadio.com. And if you want to see pictures of what we talked about, RyanHoppe Radio.com. All right, we're going to come back on Happy Hour and wrap this puppy up after this.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
me in the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Hustlers, this is how we roll. This is how we roll. Hit 'em up, hustlers. This is how we roll. This is how we roll.
Yo. You know the motherfucking name. I ain't trying to explain. You new to the game. You niggas that get too to the brain. We got a level of honor that we're trying to contain. If you ain't hitting them up, then you get blew out the frame. Yo, it's like that. I dare any one of you kids to fight back. I'm ambassador and you get it straight through your nightcap. Them like that, we get together, sit here and plot. Right rhyme, that's gon' send us straight to the top. Anonymous, that's my clique, already hot. You talk shit, but you don't really want us to stop. Spit rhyme that'll make both of your ears pop. We hit them up, hustling niggas, we fear not. You act tough, but I done seen the tear drop. We be the ones making the tape your friends cop. Give props, you like it, show love. Anonymous, we make hits, that's for the thugs.
Hit 'em up, hustlers. This is how we roll. This is how we roll. Hit 'em up, hustlers. This is how we roll. This is how we roll.
Like the realest of the illest, we be rolling like the blunts you smoke. It ain't no joke. Let's say hell came to let y'all know it ain't no thing. Hit them up with this down south shit. Flip the switch, getting rich with the wigs I split. It's now or never as a hustler. I'm trying to get mine. Stay on the grind with the rhyme, cause the hell ain't dying. I'm in the game stacking points. I'm getting my props. I can't be knocked, can't be stopped. Got the industry locked. I'm on my turf, kicking dirt. It's a must. I dust another rapper as I bust, putting a hush on fuss. Just like a gimmick, ain't no limit. We trying to get paid, and for the suckers that be hating, we be coming like rain. You better run, ain't no fun when we killing your spirit. I know you fear it when it's hell. You don't wanna come near it, so back on up. You ain't tough. I'm the realest in this. I hit 'em up, call your bluff with this down south shit.
Hit 'em up, hustlers. This is how we roll. This is how we roll. Hit 'em up, hustlers. This is how we roll. This is how we roll.
Shit, more wet for everybody. Compliments of my niggas who figured we be sweated by so many gold diggers. Them hoes could never iggas on my niggas like critters catching the jitters when they see them real hit 'em up hitters. Iced out like the top of Mount Everest. Cheddar jets stand out on my niggas like Superman's letter S. We them real killers, 30-round clip fillers. Only conversate with family, Mercedes and Bentley dealers. Protected like the Pope, smoking rounds like dope. There's only one, hit 'em up, you better test the coke. Changing whips with the years, staying higher than NASA. Platinum links you would think got more ice than Alaska. All them hoes wanna see how many G's we have. Every nigga that I'm with tote more cheese than crab. Shit, we fall off in the club, never pat it down. LG and Rocky tote automatics now. Separated from you busters, hooked up with them hustlers. Now we collect the money plates like them ushers. Nigga had to come up out the hood, man. Didn't always have a Land Cruiser with the wood grain. Shit, my kids got power wheels with the chrome rims. My pit got gold teeth and its own Timbs. Man, we got that mad money, blow up the pad money. That Johnny Cochran get you out of something bad money. That hard to add money, make your pocket sag money. That record Benz, leave it there, copper jag money. Big E, dirty short, natural and jit. Teddy Corpse, Mr. Chuck, my nigga Loke and Quick. T-Town representatives, making it happen. A lot of money to be made, and we making it rapping. But if it ever went down, we be taking it clapping. Ain't no cowards in my squad, niggas down for scrapping. We them.
Hit 'em up, hustlers. This is how we roll. This is how we roll. Hit 'em up, hustlers. This is how we roll. This is how we roll.
Oh yeah. That's how they roll. I think that's how they roll.
This is how we roll. Hit 'em up, hustlers. This is how we roll.
Yeah.
This is how we roll.
I'm glad.
How we roll.
I'm glad you have the self-awareness to know when you roll.
How we roll.
Oh, sure.
How we roll.
Whatever.
How we roll.
I got it.
How we roll.
Whatever.
How we roll. How we roll. How we roll.
Oh, jeez.
Doors closed.
And now, something completely different.
It's
Hoppe Hour.
Me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Hey, this is Eric Zane. You're like, who? Yeah, I know. Anyway, you're listening to Ryan Hoppe, Hoppe Hour. This motherfucker is resilient as shit. Everybody tries to rub Ryan's fucking face in dog shit, and then he always picks himself up. I love that. Fuck everybody. Give them the finger and kick their ass, Ryan Hoppe.
What's going on? It's Biggie from the Two Guys Named Chris show, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hi, this is Chris Dam from the Two Guys Named Chris show, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, it's Chris Kelly from the Two Guys Named Chris show, and you're listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Boom.
Best podcast going.
The golden age of radio is alive and well on Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Ladies and gentlemen,
What is it?
here it is, the most listened to radio show.
Oh, it's time for the AI song that mispronounces my name.
Into
This is the theme to Hoppe Hour. The theme to Hoppe Hour. Oh, wow.
Oh, thank you.
With Ryan Hoppe bringing
Hoppe.
the power. Let's laugh, let's dance right now.
All right, but pronounce my name right.
Shoo up in the tower, silly jokes, the lasso shower. Ryan's here with all the chatter. Tune in, folks, it really matters. Hoppe Hour is the thing with Ryan Hoppe. We all
Hoppe.
sing. Grab your friends and let's all swing. It's the theme of what is it?
Oh, sure.
Scooby-Doo and wacky tunes. Ryan's laughter fills the rooms. Crazy fun and all the loons. Hop Sour brings the booze. Catch the wave and ride the fun. With Hoppe Hour, we're never done. Ryan Hoppe, number one. Come and join us, everyone. Hoppe Hour is the thing with Ryan Hoppe. We all
Hoppe.
sing. Grab your friends and let's all swing. Hop, hop, hop.
Hoppe Hot Topic.
Kayla Nicole reignited Travis Kelce cheating allegations with.
Man, can you imagine being Kayla Nicole and without Travis Kelce, you're forgettable. You're just any other pretty girl in LA. I mean, yeah, you can go through a breakup. Yeah, you can be sad. But when you have to keep bringing up the man, when you claim you don't need man and you're a feminist, but you keep bringing up a man for clout, you're a loser.
With cryptic comments about infidelity in her past relationships.
Of course he cheated on you. You're probably annoying.
I have been conditioned to believe in a fairy tale of love and relationships.
Oh, move on. If he's so bad, go find someone else. If you're so easy to love.
The media personality shared on the latest episode of her podcast,
Well, there's no personality there.
The Pregame. You watch the Disney movies, you grow up in church.
Yeah, that's the problem there.
I was raised to believe that a man and woman, if they are in a relationship, if they are married, you are only intended to be with each other.
Yeah, but when you got girls in Vegas throwing themselves at you and you're completely insufferable to date, it's hard to say no.
And you make this agreement, this promise to one another to hold each other accountable.
I did.
Nicole, 33, continued. Have I experienced that in dating and relationships in my
Yeah, but I'm sure you're never the problem. It's everybody else's.
life? Number, when you are cheated on, the heartbreak and devastation that come with that, the insecurities that come with that.
Yeah, but when you keep bringing up the insecurities over and over, you're giving it power, you dummy.
It can be overwhelming. The sports journalist explained.
She's no sports journalist. She can't break down the X's and O's. She's an X and a... I almost said it.
She struggles with the fear of being cheated on in new relationships.
Yeah, if you bring that energy, it's going to always happen.
In my experience, I don't have successful monogamous relationships without any element of cheating.
Yeah, it might be a you problem. You kind of give out Khloe Kardashian energy of like, just boring, man. You can be pretty all you want. If you're boring, you're boring.
She added, Nicole also claimed that she's never cheated on any past partners.
Yeah, she's laying at home drinking wine with the cab while they're out banging others.
Elsewhere during the podcast episode, the model shared that a big red flag for her is when a man isn't open to going to therapy.
He'd rather be using that time to bang the side chicks.
Or talking about his feelings.
Well, most men don't, so that's kind of stupid. It's kind of like saying, a red flag with women is that they're emotional.
If you don't do those things, I'm immediately terrified of you.
All right, then be terrified of every man and just be asexual or become a nut and shut up.
She said. While the influencer didn't name anyone specific,
trust me, she's not influential.
She claimed she had an ex that wasn't receptive to the suggestion of going to therapy.
Yeah, because he wanted to dump you. Because you're insufferable. You're never the problem.
Kelsey and Nicole were involved in an on-again, off-again relationship.
Kind of like a Jersey Shore couple where they just get back together and then not with each other and then back together and then not with each other. Like, make up your mind.
From 2017 to 2022. The NFL star previously denied rumors that he cheated on Nicole
Of course he's going to deny it. What's he going to say? Oh, yeah, I banged all these side chicks.
Following a brief break in 2020. This is fake news, a lie, and
all right.
Not why Kayla and I broke up.
No, we broke up because she's the absolute worst, but I also did cheat.
TikTok, toxic joker playing cruel pranks. Hoppy's hour almost done. Feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. PHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. PHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Every night like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers silent, I'm coming to an end like a red just happened on the river's bend. Hoppe jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Happy hour is now over.
Happy hour is now over.
Game over.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.
Doors closed.